Welcome back to our Thymesia walkthrough. In this episode we're going to be doing Hermes Fortress Sub-Quest 1. So let's get cracking on through. Just check to see if you've got any of these collection of memories that you can use. So pop those bad boys out. We should be able to get a level up there as well before we jump into the action. So let's grab that. And we'll put that in to Plague for now. So that should do. And then we can get cracking on with the mission. We're going to head on inside this like cathedral to our left. We have to enter from this door just here. Just be a little bit careful in this bit because you can. There are quite a few enemies knocking about, and you don't really want to aggro like all the enemies at the same time. Otherwise, it's pretty spicy. So you need to be careful. That should be fine. Hopefully this guy kind of follows this way a little bit. There we go. This guy is quite tough. Just be careful. Forward and B. Seems we're a little bit late there, so we didn't quite get the step and jump, but yeah, this guy is quite spicy, so try to fight him on your own and like not with the other enemies joining the fight. It was in the middle of a claw attack there, so we couldn't do the step jump. Feather to stop him from healing up. Forward and B, Nakiri counter, step and jump. But that is that. Halberd, a skull shard, and we got a potion upgrade there as well. But like I mentioned before, I tend to just use like the general potion. I don't really use the other potions, to be totally honest, but you know, if you want to upgrade those as well, then go for it. And then we'll just clear this cathedral out, get the collectible letter, and as far as I'm aware, that's all there is really in that section. So we head back out. There might be something tucked away around the corner. There's not. We'll head back down. What you could do if you wanted to, if you used a few potions and stuff in that section there, technically you could go back to the beacon and rest to regen the potions. And then just head back down here, but we should be fine. We got healing execution on, so that should keep us going for a while. As long as this archer stops shooting us in the teeth. Yeah, we'll try and get some health back with the executions. That's one. Oh, I think we actually took it off. Or the Varg fight, actually, now that I think about it. So we probably should put those back on. Just double check if we take this enemy out. Let's see if we get there. No, it's not currently applied, so that's fine. We'll get that back in a bit. Take these guys out and push on forward. Once again, there is a little bit of kind of like going up towers, down towers, and all that stuff in these Hermes Fortress stages. Trying to fight this guy at this side of the wall, like not over there, because I think there's an archer once again. Yeah, there is over there, so watch out for the archer. There we go. And on top of that, I think there's another enemy just hiding in the thing, which tends to like run at you as you go around, so we're just gonna smash through these. Need to be careful. There we go. So that is that. And that's all that bit cleared out. And because it's a different version of the level, some ladders and stuff are like not there anymore, so it's like changed around a little bit. It's a slightly like smaller version, like less to explore as such, which is quite good because the Hermes Fortress stage is huge in terms of exploring all the stuff. Okay, so that is that. Once again, there's quite a fair bit to explore there. I think there were some ladders here originally, but I don't think there are in this particular version. So I think the intended way to actually go is this way, down here. However, I think there is some stuff that we can grab first before we go that way. So what we'll probably do is pop a rest at this beacon here. We'll just, in fact, what we'll do is we'll, whilst I remember, I might as well flick those things back onto execution. Take away those for now. I don't think we actually use those in the boss fight anyway, so it didn't really make too much difference, but we'll put them on execution for now so we can heal up. Then we'll head this way. This guy's respawned. This was the dead end. We might as well just smash through these. Get that guy out first. Double claw. Yeah, we put like an upgraded gliding claw on for Varg, but we didn't really end up doing any step and jumps on him anyway, so it ended up being a little bit redundant, but there we go. So that way is blocked in this particular version of the stage. Just got the collectible letter tucked away in the corner there. I think that is it for that little side exploration. Head back down. And head this way. This is a great sword enemy, I think. Yep. I think we've got one more upgrade that we can apply to great swords, so maybe we'll try and get some of these skill shards. I think it might just be one skill shard that we need, but we'll maybe try for two if we're lucky. We just managed to get our attack in there before he did. His attacks can be quite slow, so it's always good popping a few attacks here and there when you can do. When he gets like ready like that, he usually does like the spin to win sword thing. Sometimes that thrust, however, is quite tricky to quite reach him. We've got to play it safe. Getting too greedy with our attacks there, so need to chill out a little bit. A couple of claws. I don't think this guy will respawn as well, so when we rest at a beacon, so we probably should take him out, and then the beacon is literally just behind us, so we'll do that, and we're probably going to upgrade the great sword at the same time. We also got a key to residential area, which is actually quite cool. It takes us back to the tutorial area. So we're going to go to plague weapon and then go to the great sword upgrade, and that's now maxed out. So that'll do me. If we had like 20 vitality, we could also unlock some extra stuff with the great sword, but that's fine for now. That'll do. So key to residential area is down this way, but once again we might have some extra bits and bobs that we can explore. You got to press on this thing, kind of opens the main gate, and that takes us to where we started for the tutorial mission. But yeah, it's worth having a look around, because once again I think we can climb up some ladders and get some extra bits and bobs. So we'll go up here and follow this around. There's also a little bit down there as well that we can check out. I think, yeah, there's something in there. Got a collection of memories. I'm not sure if there's anything else. There is. Got a collectible letter there as well. I think that's everything up there. Yep, so we can drop on back down. Normally we could go that way as well, but because the level has changed, we can't go that way in this version of the stage. So we'll drop on down. And there might be a little bit more tucked away down here, but I think it is a dead end. Oh yeah, it is a dead end, so don't need to go that way. Other than that, we should pop out to this section. This is where we started. And what you might find is that we can go into some buildings that perhaps we couldn't go into before from the tutorial, so we can smash through those barrels there. We've got like a collectible letter, so I might as well grab that bad boy. Let's crack on. There we go. It's going to double check there's no more buildings. I think we're good. So we got that one. That one's all good. That one's all good. So we're good to go. Let's push on forward. It kind of gives me a bit of a Bloodborne vibe. This bit, which is really cool. The tutorial area. So yeah, we'll just check all these bits and bobs, make sure that we're not missing any hidden things. It's going to be hyper aggressive there. Collectible there. Oh, well, collection of memories. There, consumable item. So we have to go. I think there's like a little house that we kind of pop on through. Just going to press that for good measure. We've got a beacon. I'm going to activate it, but not rest at it because we don't really need to rest. Head out into this section. Just careful because there's one of those spicy enemies, spicy meatball ones over there, so just watch out for that guy. You don't want to aggro too many at the same time. He's going to do his charge forward. We've got step and jump nowadays, so we can just do step and jump. Try for a charged. Might try for extra skill shard if we can do. Don't really get hit there, but that's fine. I think we can step and jump. We're a little bit too late there on that one. We've got the skill shard anyway, so that's good. There we go. Yeah, it's a great sword, knocks them back a little bit, gives you a bit of extra uptime. I can use his move as well, which also knocks him back a little bit. Like a ground pound type thing. The ground pound, I think it's good if there's like multiple enemies. It's like a big AoE type attack. The fist attack. So that's that. And great sword, that guy. Grab all the bits and bobs. Some pepper. I think there's a house tucked away this way. So you can grab that collectible letter. This section is blocked off. We have to go up that way. I think that's everything in this little section as far as I am aware. So we'll head up here. Let's watch out for this guy because he always starts with a kick. Like a... it's like lying in wait sort of thing. So we'll smash on through. Head forward. We can open these gates from this side now. Create that shortcut back down. Just smash through these. That's why the great sword is so good. It just gives you so much uptime. There we go. So that is that. There's someone hiding around here. You may be able to press some letters and stuff from before. If you didn't quite grab them in the tutorial, you might be able to press them here. On some occasions, I don't think it applies to every single letter though. Got one there. One of those knife enemies. And as you can see, yeah, now the greatsword is so powered up, it helps insane amounts. It just smashes through stuff. really fast. So that's that. I don't think there's any buildings or anything, as far as I'm aware, that we have missed any open buildings and stuff around there. So there we go. We'll push on forward and head on down here. I've got all these enemies that hit like absolute trucks. I'm gonna try my best to kind of back up and use greatsword a lot, really. If they're kind of like spinning around, they'll tend to attack 2 times, like use both arms as such. And then if they kind of like are leaning forward, it's just 1 time. So that's usually 1, 2, 1, 2. But as you can see, they hit insanely hard, so you got to be careful. I don't want them to heal up, so I'm going to throw a feather. I'm going to back up. Go for the greatsword. Couple of claws. Back up. Just feather to make sure they don't start regenerating. Waiting for my greatsword. Although it's missed. Play it safe. Feather to stop them from healing up. Greatsword to knock them down. That should do. We've got a potion upgrade there as well, and a skill shard, but yeah, just be careful of those ones. They do hit very, very hard. So we'll push on through. Just going to check for collectibles and stuff. We've got a letter. That's all that. And I think there's a letter just on the opposite side of here. I did check in the tutorial mission, but it didn't appear to be there in tutorial, but I think it is in this version, so I'll just press it for good measure. Residence Diary. So we've got a beacon, and we've got a boss fight quite soon. I don't think there's too much more to explore. Just double check down here. I think that's all just a blockade type thing. So what we'll do, we'll change some of the skill points for the boss fight. So we'll go to Unlock Talents. Take those healing and execution off once again. Don't need those for boss fights because we're not executing a bunch of enemies. We'll keep most of the stuff as it is. Reckless Deflect level 1. You could go for Energized Deflect level 2, which is quite useful. Quick Recovery. I'm actually going to take Quick Recovery off, I think, for this fight. And what we'll do is might actually go for the Gliding Claw level 3, which is the one that gives us offensive and defensive buff if we pull off the Step and Jump Claw, which is really useful. And maybe just whack one onto Blessing level 2 for a chance to take us to allow us to take reduced damage. So that's that. Happy to go with that, I think. Just check the craft potion, see if anything is better for life. We've got a 75, maybe we've got something that's higher. No, I don't think so. So, yeah, that should do. Let's just jump into it. So we've got the Step and Jump, we've got the Gliding Claw, we've got 2 Plague Weapons, so we've got the Blood Heal backup if we need to actually use the backup, but we should be fine. Okay, so here we go. So she usually does like a poke, and then another poke, or she does a triple poke, like that. So that's a poke, and then a poke, and then a triple poke, like that. And a lot of the time with this boss, we actually do damage to her by actually just deflecting, as opposed to using the saber to do health damage. And we'll do a lot of the... we'll pretty much just be using a lot of claw, as opposed to saber. If she jumps up in the air, you want to back up and get out of there. It's a triple poke. Poke. That's a triple poke. So we can whip out the greatsword as well to do some good damage. Just a poke and then the poke. Then heal up, play it safe. If she does the charge attack, you can do up and B if your character is kind of like in the position to do so. Up and B, but we're too far away. That's why we go for the Gliding Claw on this one, because she does a lot of those charged attacks. Triple poke. So just parry 3 times. For that one, she jumps, you want to just double dodge. Throw your feathers to make sure that she stops, she doesn't regenerate her health. Triple poke. Poke and then poke. And then follow up the claw. Up and B if you can do. Sometimes you might be in a position to do the up and B and sometimes not so much. We're going to double claw. It was in claw animation there, so we couldn't do the step jump. Triple poke. Poke and then poke. Follow up with claw. 2 more claw. You want to be out the way of that because it will explode. Poke and then poke. So that's phase 1. She does have a phase 2. Let's push through phase 1 and we're going to back up. I think she does her ultimate straight away at the start of this. You want to kind of like run far back, then heal up. Stay well clear. It's quite similar, phase 1 and 2. You might just do some extra attacks in this one. As you can see, pretty much the damage is coming from the deflects actually, as opposed to us actually using the saber. We pretty much do a lot of claw stuff as opposed to saber stuff. So I'm just waiting for her to make a move and then deflecting, triple parry, up and B if you can do. Sometimes it works, sometimes not so much. We've got the buff from the gliding claw, poke and then poke, up and B. Got the gliding claw buff again. Sometimes you can use saber, double dodge to get out of the way of that. Don't back into that thing like that. Go back up. So it's poke and then poke. Just being patient really, seeing what she's doing. She's gone for the charge attack. She does loads and loads of charge attacks in phase 2, so that's why we have that step jump and gliding claw, because it just comes in insanely useful. Up and B. There we go. So it is quite spicy, but if you got the gliding claw and you got the step jump and just take advantage of that, and like you saw, most of our damage was actually coming from doing the deflects, the perfect parries, as opposed to using the actual saber, and then we just use the claw to take down the wounds. And other than that, that is the stage.